What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? We are a little late with some of these reviews, but I'm trying to get caught up. So we have the RuPaul's Drag Race Vegas Residency, episode 2. So episode 2 picks up where episode 1 left off, where we're in the casino. Everybody's in drag. They're having a good time. They're drinking, playing the casino. Playing the casino. You know what I'm saying? Playing the games and stuff. And then Nebraska shows up. Now, supposedly Nebraska shows up to apologize, but it sounds to me like Derek feels like there should be a mutual apology, and then Derek wants everybody to be friends and everybody to get along. And and Naomi's thing is, listen, we were here having a good time. I really don't appreciate the fact that Nebraska's here now. To Derek Barry's defense, he did say, hey, Nebraska's coming. Are you cool with that? But that was after he already told Nebraska she could come. So whether you was cool with it or not, Nebraska was on her way. And Derek wants everybody to be friends. That's not going to happen. Naomi said, listen, I will respect your relationship with Nebraska. But at the end of the day, me and Nebraska not friends. We're not going to be friends. I don't like who Nebraska is. I don't like the way Nebraska approached me. And so, we can agree to move forward, but we ain't friends. And Derek wasn't cool with that. Derek wanted everybody to be friends. And the reality is that's just not reality. Everybody ain't going to be your friend. And just because you're in this relationship and this person is connected to you, it does not mean that's in any situation, in any work situation. I'm going to respect you because we work together, and maybe we will even build some sort of a friendship, work friendship. But I don't have to be friends with your spouse or your significant other. I just don't, especially if they disrespected me. And I can appreciate that Naomi stood in that, and Naomi said, listen, I hear you. I thank you for apologizing. But at the end of the day, I just think that's how you really feel, and I think that's who you really are. And I'm cool. I'm good. I'm good. I'm moving on. And so I just really feel like that's how it is, and that's what it is. So with that being said, then Asia is over on the side like, why is she here? Why is she here? We were having a good time. This is supposed to be about us. Why is she here? I don't understand why she's here. Why is she here? And then Asia actually rolls up on Nebraska and hits her with the, why are you here? And she is literally in her face like this. Why are you here? I don't understand. Why are you here? What are you doing here? I mean, I want to know. No, you tell me. Why are you here? And I'm thinking, yo, Asia, you are on 20 in a situation that really don't have nothing to do with you. I mean, at the end of the day, that's between Naomi, Nebraska, and Derek Barry. You might feel the way you feel about the fact that Nebraska sort of rolled up on y'all's evening and, that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, and even with that, your beef ain't with Nebraska. Your beef is with Derek Barry, because Derek Barry was the one that said she could come. So I didn't understand where this was coming from with Nebraska. I mean, with Asia. Asia was just on 20. But the evening pretty much ended in chaos because people left and it was a lot. And Asia was on 20. And I was just like, where is this coming from? But I'm starting to realize that this is who Asia is. This is her personality. So then we have this whole situation with Derek. We have this whole conversation with Derek and his two boyfriends, because, he's in a throuple, about his mom. He wants to invite his mom to opening night, but him and his mom haven't been speaking. And basically he says, listen, my mom has had a problem with me since I did Drag Race. Now, he said he came out to his mother, and, his thing was, hell, if she didn't know I was gay, then she wasn't paying attention. But, so he said, listen, my mom, I don't know if I'm even going to invite her, because I just don't know if we are at that place right now. And I just don't know. And at the end of the day, it was just a whole conversation for him to say he wasn't going to invite his mama because he wasn't comfortable with it. It seems like his mother has a religious thing with his mom, and she's just not comfortable with it. And she was like, I was very embarrassed after you went on Drag Race. I had to do a lot of explaining. And if she's very much into the church, and if she goes to one of those churches that feels like homosexuality is a sin against God and you are going to hell, I'm sure it was a lot to explain. I'm sure it was a lot came out. And so, I obviously don't agree with that way of thinking, but you know who your mother is, and and you say her husband is very religious and was sending you Bible quotes about Leviticus, about a man sleeping with a man's going to hell. Like, you know how they feel. And it's unfortunate. And all you can do at this point is just continue to pray, because you are who you are. And either she's going to find a way to love you because you are her child, or unfortunately, you're going to have to figure out a way to live without that. And it seems like you have a good relationship with some parts of your family. Your dad and stepmom are coming to the show. You have your relationship, your significant other. You're building a friendship with the people you're working with on the show. And you know, Derek says later on in the show that family is who you choose, and you're just going to have to understand that. And that's unfortunate, but you're not the only person whose parents have rejected them because of their lifestyle, and it's unfortunate, you know. So I feel for you in that moment. Then we're having a dress rehearsal, and Asia is losing her damn mind. Asia is just like, listen, I get it. People being perfectionists. I understand the stress. I understand that everybody deals with it differently. Everybody deals with stress differently. Everybody deals with that pressure differently. I get it. And I think that's just who Asia is. You know, Asia is a perfectionist and she's fussy. But I'm going to agree with Asia on a couple of things here. Now, this is supposed to be the day before the show. Now, I don't know how much of this is for the show and to be produced and how much of this is real. But Asia, they're having the first time they are doing a full-on dress rehearsal as if it were opening night is the day before the show. Now, I've been in a few productions in my lifetime. Not a lot. Certainly not any major productions. And even in a non-major production, school production, church production, whatever, we had more than one dress rehearsal. And we had more than one, this is the real deal. If you mess up, keep going. We're going to figure it out. We're going to take our notes. And so I found it very interesting. And again, I don't know how much of this was produced to create a moment. But why the hell are y'all just doing y'all first run through the day before? There is nowhere in the world that something this serious, this important, this major is only doing one run through the day before the show. It's no way. That's ridiculous. But either way, that's what's going on. RuPaul is there. Of course, Jamal is there. And Ru goes to have a conversation with the ladies before they get started. And the whole thing comes up about the beef between Naomi and Derek Barry and then Asia. And Asia is like, this is so embarrassing. Like, we are like little kids here. And with Ru involved, this is a major production, millions of dollars. And we sitting here bothering Ru with, she doesn't like me. And I agree. I felt the same way. I was like, why the hell are we even having this? Why is Ru having to involve himself in this bullshit? Because that's what it is. It's just bullshit. Because I'm with Naomi. I already said that part. Everybody ain't got to be friends. We got to respect each other. It's a work environment, and it is what it is. We don't have to be fucking friends. I've worked in environments where I have had to say that to people, like, listen, I will always be respectful towards you, but we ain't friends. We ain't going to be friends, and it's cool. It's okay. And Ru makes light of the situation, and she sort of makes everybody laugh, and everybody realizes, like, in the grand scheme of things, it's just not that deep. Let's go forward and have a good show. So they do the rehearsal. Of course, they have, it was little things that happen, people missing a cue here, people missing a dance step here. Poor Cameron trying to get this daggone salsa together, poor thing. That kind of stuff. So Ru gives her notes. Jamal gives his notes. And I apologize if I'm going back and forth with the pronouns, y'all. I'm sorry. It's no disrespect. Please, please, please. There's no disrespect involved. Ru is giving his notes. Jamal is giving his notes. And again, the notes were things that need to happen, but not major things. Like, they weren't things like, the ceiling is going to fall in if this doesn't happen. But it is listen, I need you to do this because we got to tighten it up. It was stuff that needed to be tightened up. Like, they had the show. But it was little things like, make sure you're turned around facing the audience when you deliver this line. Hey, what about if the wardrobe change doesn't work? I need you to do this because we don't need the audience to see that. It was that kind of stuff. And then Ru made them do it again, which, hey, listen, I don't see nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, I feel like they should have been that run through long before we got to that. Then we have a moment with Evie, and I think I forgot to mention this in my last review about Evie and her body, his body. Of course, we know Evie has a disease. I forget the name of it, but there's basically no cartilage in his body, or his cartilage is deteriorates, and that allows him to be very bendable and do all these wonderful things with his body. But the downside and the payoff is that he's basically hurting his body, and he's in a lot of pain, and he just sort of works through the pain. And we meet his boyfriend, who is telling him, listen, you need to take care of yourself. Rue already told him to go to the doctor, and he said, listen, I don't like going to the doctor because the doctor can't do anything. They've told me a million times that there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. And it's a very hopeless feeling to go to the doctor for them to say, yep, and nothing we can do. Now, and then Evie goes on to say that, you know, drag has just opened up his life. He loves drag so much, and he just can't imagine his life without drag. But I say this to Evie, and I'm sure other people have said this to Evie. You can continue to do drag. You can't continue to do drag the way you're doing it. All them flips, twips, and swirls, and curls, and splits, and stuff. That is what you are, is wear and tearing on your body. You may not be able to do all of that, but you know what? There are drag queens who don't do all of that. And the older drag queens get, the less they're able to do all of that, because again, it's just the natural progression of life. So you can continue to do drag, Evie, but you are going to have to adjust your drag. And your body, you're going to have to start listening to your body. I feel for you. I'm sorry, you know, that has happened, but you're going to have to listen to your body, baby. You know, I get it, but you're just gonna have to do better. Just gonna have to do better. So we have the opening night. Everybody's getting ready to do the red carpet, to walk the red carpet, and there is no Naomi. And you know, of course, they have to go on anyway, and they leave Naomi. And I feel like Naomi purposefully was late. Was purposely late. I said purposefully. Was purposely late. Because I think she wanted to make an entrance. I think she wanted to have a moment. And she even went on to say, hey, I'm glad that I was late. And I'm thinking to myself, that's very selfish. And Evie called her on it. And I, again, love it. Hold her accountable. And Evie said, listen, this is an ensemble. This is not individual. If you want your own thing, if you want to be an individual person, then that's what you need to do. You need to go and you need to do your own show. But this is, we were all supposed to go out there together as a group. And for you to do your own thing, you are throwing off everybody. And that's not fair. Naomi stood there like she ain't get it, she ain't understand. But ultimately, I don't think she cared. I think her thing was, listen, I'm going to do me. I'm going to do my thing. It is what it is. So we have celebrities in the house. It's a sold out show. And let me tell y'all how disappointed I am. I'm supposed to be going to Vegas in a couple of months, and I have checked for tickets, and I know that a lot of things on Vegas have not reopened. Some things have, some things haven't, but I am praying that by the time I get to Vegas in November, that this show is back. But right now it's not, because I really would love to see this show. But we get to see parts of it. We get to see, you know, bits and pieces. The celebrities are there to walk the red carpet, and you know what? It looked like it was a really nice show. It went off really well. The ladies are excited. RuPaul is excited. Jamal is excited. They had a great opening night. They go to the after party. All of the season 12 ladies were there. I feel like they were doing this during season 12. So all the season 12 ladies were there for the show and for the after party and everything. Rue was DJing the after party, honey. Rue was getting his DJ on for the after party. Not Charles Oakley. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the YouTuber, and he was on the show a couple of times. Kelly Osbourne, and you know, a few other people were there. Of course, you know, the usual suspects. And they had a great time, you know. But of course, this is a Vegas residency. This wasn't a one night only. So you're gonna have to get up tomorrow morning. You're gonna have to do it again. So we'll see. I don't know how many episodes we have, but I know it's at least 2 more because I'm behind. But anyway, y'all let me know. Drop it in the comments. Sorry it's late. Peace.